Got all bellends coming in thinking Sam Walker's going to be famous. Have you seen what the little Nick does? When he wants a little bit of fame, he starts shouting me out. I shout him back out. He goes to bits, goes full flow. But what you need to understand is this Sam Walker that's been targeting me for the past few months has not been him. It's been a dickhead trying to shit stare with me and him. And that shithead has now come to light over the last few days. It's all is what it is. I'm not out here, trying to label anything they're not. I'm shouting about people because I'm exposing people. I've got no YouTube. I don't need subscribers. I'm not earning money off no YouTube. I don't need nothing like that. What you're seeing is, though, the people who've been around me for the last 2 years, you've seen the people that's been attacking me. You know, we've had the Sam Walkers, we've had the rapists, the carpos, we've had the Kellys, the MMA smellies. We've had all them types of people, but it's all from the same little network of dickheads, drug dealers and nonces. Now, you hear me scream and shout about terrifying drug dealers and nonces within our city. I'm bound to get attacked. Now, what's happened with James English, the little shit stain who wants to be half a gangster like his uncles? He's done a podcast with Darren Till. And on the back of that Darren Till, he was a little bit swayed. And I got on it from that point, his attitude, the way he was moving, the way he was focusing. From there on in, I got a few things coming back to me about Paul Kelly, saying I'm getting dealt with in another way. Oh, am I, Paul Kelly, you little fat rat? So anyway, it goes on. I'm watching James English, but I've got to use and abuse him. What have I got to use and abuse him for? To get on his programme and promote me message. Now, on the first podcast, I smashed it. We both used each other. And I said to him, if that reaches 1 million, I'm coming back on your show. He didn't want to let me back on the show. He didn't want to let me back on the show. I've had to message him a few times and go, whoa, the deal was I get you to 1 million views on that programme. You get me back on for the second one. So straight away I knew he was at the bollocks. So I said, you know what I'm like? I sit to observe, and when I've got the chance to show it all out there, I'll put it all out there. They're moving along. Now, always have in the back of your mind, MTK Global. Have in the back of your mind MTK Global, and look who's signed to them, and look what gym's signed to them. Now, my people, you can recognise that I was pointing at a fight gym within the city of Liverpool not so long ago, telling you the straight, there's a nonce in there, and he's part of this grooming network within the city of Liverpool. Now, that gym is funded by MTK Global, and Darren Till trains there, and so does little fat smelly Kelly MMA Belly, the dickhead. It's all the same movement. Now, if you look at Marvin, he's all MTK Global. Now, if you go back to the 17th of March 2018, pump it in your Google, you'll see a shooting happened on my Mars step. And in that shooting, someone got put in hospital, but I was the target. Who was I the target of that day? Who put the money on me to go? The Irish. Now, them Irish are the Irish who run MTK Global. I survived at it, and he had another attempt, but on the second one, a video recorded it, and he went to pieces off it and fucked off. I've got that footage there. I've had it for over 2 years, stored away. So let's move forward now. I do my third podcast with James English. It smashes it. People feel my energy. They know I'm not lying. They feel it's all reality. I'm coming from a dark place. I'm trying to reach out to everyone, and I reach out. People feel the sincerity of it, and they reach out back. I start becoming popular, and who starts getting jealous? Mr. English. He's fascinated about how much views I've got. So when I start mentioning that I want to be a podcaster, he starts getting itchy fingers. Why? Because he classes himself as the main podcaster in the country. I'm the king podcaster. I'm the #1 podcaster. Okay, well, why invite me in if you want to kill me with sin? So anyway, he advises me, you should have a go. Okay, I'll have a go with this, don't worry. Well, I'll pass you my guests. I won't want your guests. Why? Because I won't be moving in your circles. I don't want to know ex-convicts and drug dealers bigging up that lifestyle. I want to know the victims of crime. I want to know the mum who's lost her son, That's the angle I'm going on. He didn't like it, did he?
Emotional adaptive vehicle control technology, which enables to read driver's emotion to provide.
So anyway, you've got to understand what jealousy is and envious is. Before you start shouting words out that you don't know what the definition is, please understand what you're sounding like, because some of you are sounding like complete fucking dickheads. Jealousy is something that someone else has got and you want. It's a three-way thing. Being envious is looking at someone and hating on them because of what's happening to them, and you want a bit of it and you just can't have it. You never will be, so you sit there all envious, like the majority, like the minority of you people on this show right now. It is what it is. I'm giving you the true factual account of what's gone on with me and a rat that I classed as a friend. Me with a friend who led me down a path thinking he was a secure friend. He was a friend that I could trust, and I knew he wasn't. So we go to the second podcast. Same again. You can see him a little bit changed in there, bam. But I've got my eyes on him. I'm going into the third podcast knowing quite well what he's up to. Him and Marvin. So you see them putting clips out where I'm going, oh yeah, where's Marvin? The one with the glass eye? Yeah, he's good, he's hard, That was me faking a rat up. If you can't see that, you're fucking stupid. Oh yes, James, I've classed you as a friend for months and blah, 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 and dish. I put him on the spot. He had to come out with, oh yeah, you're my friend, but I didn't really want to show it because, stop chatting shit, you slimy, sneaky fucking rat. I'm all over you. I want to break your jaw right now, but I've got a message to deliver that is well bigger than you and your shitty podcast. Don't get it twisted, ball bag. But anyway, that's how it went. That's how it flowed. Now, what you will have seen a few months ago is James buzzing he's going to Dubai. I'm going to Dubai. Woo. Putting photos up here and there. That Dubai was to go and have a meeting with the head of MTK Global. Who set that meeting up? Marvin set that meeting up. Why did he set that meeting up? Because it went as something like this. We want Marvin in a good position to promote a good message within the UK around these cities. At the moment, it's Darren G that's smashing it, as you can see by your YouTube, blah, 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 blah. We want to try and transfer that over. How can we do it? If you do this for us, we will give you interviews with this boxer, this fighter, that boxer. So what you've seen on James' interview in the last month or two is fighters from gyms that are funded by MTK Global. This is all true, just go and look at it. It's all there. I'm not hiding it, not bringing it up from nowhere. It's fact. You've got all dickheads who think the Irish can't be spoken about, who are shit scared, have been licking their ass for I don't know how fucking long. I love the Irish. I love Scouse descent from Ireland. What I don't like is Irish coming into Liverpool and killing kids because they think they're this fucking mafia. So this is what you've got to think about what MTK Global are currently doing around the globe with their boxing activities. They've established gyms in most rundown cities in the country and around the world. They get good, decent fighting lads within these gyms. They start giving them a bit of fresh hope and a bit of glory. On the back of that hope and glory, they start recommending we could do with you going to our gym in Marbella. You'll be training with champions. You'll be training with some of the best in the world. We feel you've got a future. That kid goes over there thinking it's fucking the best thing in the world. All of a sudden, he shatters his dreams. The only alternative they've got is a bit of work in our other organisation, which is smuggling guns, girls and firearms and drugs right around the world. And what goes with that? Killing kids, killing families and destroying whole communities. So what you've got now is MTK Global sponsoring the likes of Tyson Fury with big boss fights. Sponsoring the like of Paul Kelly Smelly, all ex-gangsters if you like. And they're all promoting this message that this MTK Global is some sort of positive outfit. That is some sort of outfit that can be a positive influence upon kids. When really, They're promoting kids through a structure that is basically an army that feeds you into an organised crime network that spans the fucking globe and terrorises kids left, right and centre. Now, if you know what this MTK Global done to the streets of Ireland and the communities of Ireland and the majority of the families within the Ireland contingency, you'd understand where I'm coming from. They got chased from Ireland. Don't let them tell you any fucking different. They got ran from their own land because of the dirty activities. They land over in England and start targeting Manchester and Liverpool. And what you see while they're there? People getting recruited. Scousers getting recruited to kill Scousers. Scousers getting recruited to sell drugs to Scousers. It is what it is. I don't give a fuck. You're going to kill me. You've been trying to kill me. Come and kill me. I don't give two fucks. Everything I'm saying here is bang on the fucking money. And yous know it. So when you're promoting the likes of big fighters who are on your pay racket, you know what you're doing. Anyway, I'll be back on in 5 minutes, people. Choose a life, not a knife, as always. Understand the narrative that Mr. James English and Marvin Herbert are coming from. These are the type of individuals that I cannot stand. You've got Marvin Herbert, who in a 2-year period has spun his life round, has had handshakes in Parliament, has had handshakes with these stars, handshakes with that stars, being in these places, had all this money thrown at him, had all this dough put on him. Everything's coming from the MTK Global Network, which is a criminal organisation that is killing children right round the fucking globe. He's sitting there like he's a chained character. Every hand he shook was a money agreement by his bosses. Every big person you've seen shaking his hand where he's been in Parliament, he's being placed in there with the powerful organisation he's allowed to. Don't get it twisted. It is what it is. They want to chat shit about me like I'm nothing, like I'm a liar, try and wreck my character, what I've done, how I've been through it, how I've reformed myself, what I've gone through, the loneliness, the isolation, the pain, the torture, and the willpower to get back on my feet, stand there and scream for what's right for the youth of Liverpool City and right around the fucking country. If you don't like it, fucking hate on me. If you want to shut me up, come and kill me. I'm one of them individuals you've got to shut up, because if I see a wrong being done, I'm going to shout about it. I don't give a fuck who you are. You can be the law, you can be the government, or you can move exactly fucking like them, like an organised crime group, MTK fucking Global, the Kinnean family. These are all rats employing rats. And Marvin Herbert's right at the forefront of trying to clean your dirty fucking name up. He's got no chance. The minute he exposed me is the minute I've exposed him. And I won't sit down until he kills me. Because that is a poisonous, dirty fucking monster who's promoting hate and gangsterism.